Welcome to the Vernon Hills Update. The update offers information about a variety of village services. You'll meet a few of your neighbors and you'll find out about upcoming events. On today's show, we'll find out what's planned for this year's summer celebration, which will take place from Thursday, July 19th through Sunday, July 22nd at Century Park. We'll stop in at Countryside Fire Station for some important safety messages for you and your family. We'll run down a range of summer fun activities, including this year's Arbor Theater concert series, as well as the 4th of July events. We'll bid farewell to a couple of our area's good neighbors to know, Hawthorne Superintendent Dr. Suzuk and Principal Karen Sensula, as they prepare to retire from Hawthorne District 73. And we'll check out some of the sights and sounds of this year's village's 8th annual charity luncheon, with proceeds supporting the Alzheimer's Association. If you have comments or questions, please contact Mike Storto at 847-918-3560 or email Mike S. at vhills.org. Thank you for tuning into the Vernon Hills Update.
Well, you can see it's a beautiful summer day here at the Arbor Theater. We're going to talk about another beautiful, spectacular thing that's going on later this summer, and that's Summer Celebration, something to mark on your calendars, July 19th through the 22nd. Not at this spot, at another great spot in town at Big Bear Lake in Century Park. We're with Matt Bartlett and Mike Allison, and they're going to give us the particulars so we know what to mark on our calendars. Thanks for joining us, you guys. How's everything?
Great, Lynn. Today, we're doing our luncheon for Alzheimer's Walk in October, which is in the fall, obviously. So just the reason for the shirt and the reason Matt and I are out here.
So that's another thing to keep in mind if you want to support this cause. There's going to be a group walking, so you can get involved too. Well, let's talk about Summer Cell. Now
in July.
And in July. Who wants to talk music?
Well, I'll start the music, and we're starting the 19th. That's a Thursday, just so I don't. Tropic Explosion. That would be the hardest one for me to pronounce. I start with that one. But Thursday night, and Thursday's fireworks night. Okay. And then the 20th, Friday, the opener is Mike and Joe. Everybody knows.
Favorite,
yeah, we've had them many times, and they're great. 9 p.m. is Freddie Jones Band, a great band in the Chicago area. And then jumping to Saturday is Hartsfield, which is they do like some country rock type music. And finally, 9 p.m., Dave Mason. Okay. Now, Dave Mason, I remember him. That's how far back I go. But he's great. He was with Traffic. Remember the song Feeling All Right? I won't sing. But he's great. And he puts on a great show. I know a couple of people. In fact, the mayor saw him, I think, last year, and he said he was just unbelievable. Yeah. Very good. And then moving to Sunday, we kind of slow it down a bit. A local band, Mr. Slate. Okay. And that's at 6 p.m. on Sunday.
And like he said, we won't have everybody sing. We were trying to sing the songs to remember them. It wasn't going too well, so people should Google and listen.
That's
so they're ready.
Get on YouTube and
actually go on the website. I think they have links for every one of those bands.
Right.
So
you can be ready. You can have your lyrics all polished up and ready to go. That sounds like a great lineup. And as always, there's no ticket to buy. You just come to the park and you set up your blanket and put on your bug spray and enjoy the day.
Right.
So.
Yeah, it makes for a great evening out there along the lake on the Park District frontage there. We have the first night we're going to do some fireworks.
Right.
Thursday night between 9:15, 9:30, close to that. And we're hoping for a beautiful night for the fireworks. They're always a kickoff for the great weekend of music and food.
Yeah, let's talk about food.
Yeah, there's a lot of food. We have so many different varieties that we're going to bring in this year. We're going to try to do some more of the seafood type. And Lee Concessions is there. He does a great job. We're going to see Luke's from Mundelein will be there. I hope that we can get some like Anna's Polish Deli, so we get some of their food. They were here one other time, Wapagetti's Pizza, Bill's Pub. These are all staples to our event, and they've provided us with some great food and goes for the evening. So.
And the thing too is keep watching on the website and just show up, because sometimes people come in and get added in, since we're going to tape this kind of early on, but there's always some great surprises there.
That is correct. And our food court, how we have it set up, you can stand back and there is something for everybody there. So that's the key thing. We want people to feel comfortable with the music, some cocktails, refreshments, and some good food, and always stuff for the carnival.
And we can't forget the carnival.
Yes,
right?
the carnival is a nice staple to our event. We will see some pretty new ride tags that you'll be able to purchase. You look for it on our website.
Yeah, the mega wristband. For actually, Matt and I have talked about this many times, the full 4 days. You can buy it, you can pre-buy it. It's not on our website yet, but it'll soon be on there, as well as Windy City Amusement's website. But you'll be able to buy the mega wristband.
You mean, so like it's a wristband that covers me for the rides for the entire thing, not just that one day?
And you could ride Thursday through Sunday night, which I'm sure I'll see you out there riding.
Well, and since I mix it with the food, it's only about 2 rides you can get on.
Oh, okay. Well, then Tony will do very well on your mega wristband. But no, it's unlimited rides, and it's always fun to go over there. Matt and I have the experience, all the little kids just really enjoying themselves.
Well, that's the thing too, that the carnival is always set up. There's kind of like the little kids area and then the more adventuresome.
Yeah, we kind of separate a little bit so you get more of the entertainment. There's area for the children. We actually do Saturday and Sunday children's entertainment. There's a variety of things we're working on. I believe Disney.
Right. We haven't solidified that yet.
Okay.
But yeah, and Matt's favorite. You want to talk about your favorite children?
The petting zoo. I think you would want to go that route. Yeah, we have the petting zoo. We'll have children's crafts, things that they can come and make things, and it's just a great day out there. One thing I do want to thank the village board for supporting this, as well as all of our cultural partners and the folks that have contributed to this event to be what it is today. I remember years ago, we've just built this up, and it just keeps growing and growing, and all the volunteers that come out and help the community, it's just a wonderful thing. So.
Yeah, and just to follow up on Matt, that's a great point. When you take a look at the banners that are up, and you take a look at, we'll have a TV display, advertising local businesses. Please, frequent, shop those businesses, because they're supporting your community. It's a great thing. And the volunteers, it's always wonderful to see the same people, many people the same every year. And Kent Overholzer has a great group of people volunteering with him to serve the beer and the wine, and all the people with the entertainment, selling the tickets. It's just hundreds of volunteers.
And I got to say one thing for our entertainment. Aaron Byrne has helped and done a great job with Jamie Malarski to continue to have great music out there, and I think it's going to be a great year for music.
Yeah, and when we think about people who are pitching in to help, if somebody does want to give a little time, or if you need a little help, they can call the Village Hall?
Yeah, just call the Village Hall. Brian Klemstein is coordinating it, but we can refer that person. Brian would just love to have more people, always. You can never have enough, I don't think. But so, yeah, just call the Village Hall, and we'll take your name down, and we'll forward it on to Brian, and he's slotting everybody.
Okay.
So
It'd be nice to get slotted in on that, because it is, like you said, you're going to see all your neighbors, you're going to hear good music. The ticket price is right, because it's free as far as coming to see the music, lots to eat, so it's going to be another good one.
Right. And say hi to Lynn here. She won't have a microphone in her hand the whole time, right? You'll be there.
Yeah, we're always there. There's food. I'll always be there. So
and the rides.
Yeah,
unlimited rides if you really want to go. Unlimited rides.
Well, so people take a look online so you know what you're getting into and you see what you can enjoy. And thanks for you guys for taking to the time. Thank you for everybody who supports Summer Celebration, our businesses, our cultural partners, all those volunteers, and see you in July.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We are over at Countryside Fire to talk with our friend Fireman Tony Rodkey. Today, what are we going to talk about? We're talking about gas, right?
Stop gasoline fires.
Yeah.
There's a national campaign right now to stop gasoline fires because 1 out of 4 adults are using gasoline to start fires.
So what do you mean? Like when I go out in the backyard to make my, bonfire or my fire pit, they're using gas and they shouldn't be.
That's correct. Whether it's starting a grill, a little campfire, or burning some brush, gasoline and fire never mix.
Well, and I like what it says on the one of your steps. Children learn from what parents do. So you need to get us doing it right so the kids don't pick up some bad habits.
Exactly. It's generational. Children are going to learn from what their parents do. When they see their parents using a gasoline container and pouring gasoline onto a pile of brush or on the charcoal and then igniting it, they think that's the way to start a fire.
Just not the way to go. And you said you've got some other tips too, because I know there are rules about how you can make fires and where you can make them and what type of fires you can make.
Well, we can only use the campfire bowls. It's about the size of a Weber grill for a backyard campfire. For a grill, there's chimney charcoal lighters. You can pick those up at your local hardware store. And all you need is a couple pieces of newspaper, Lynn, to start your charcoal on fire. Other tips, we want to make sure that we have gasoline in the proper containers. I have one right here.
Proper meaning color has something to do with it, correct?
Absolutely. Red here shows it's a flammable, clearly marked, gasoline only. You can pick these types of containers up at your local hardware store and make sure they're stored somewhere like the garage, the shed, locked up away from anybody who shouldn't be using gasoline.
Well, that's true. We should consider it just like we lock our medicines and things up. This needs to be kept out of children's areas.
Absolutely. We never want to bring gasoline into the house. We teach that to the children in school. Gasoline does not belong in the house.
Well, and you talk about one of the things it says here, even in well-ventilated areas, so not just out of the way, when well-ventilated, don't carry it around in the back of your car because you've filled it up to go to the gas station and need it for the gas, the lawnmower. You got to get that stuff and get it out of the car.
Correct. Well-ventilated, because gasoline vapors are heavier than air, and if they were to find a ignition source, a pilot light, let's say, to a water heater or furnace, those vapors are going to ignite. When you go to a gasoline station to fuel your vehicle, make sure that you ground your gasoline container. Put that container down onto the ground when you go to fill it up. Do not leave it in your minivan or the trunk of your vehicle or the pickup of your truck. Put that down on the ground and fuel the container while it's on the ground.
Okay. And then once you get it in, get it home, get it out of there. Don't ride around with it.
That's correct. Get it to where it belongs in, like I say, your garage or your shed. In a storage cabinet would be best.
Gotcha. So that's how to be safe with gas. There's a lot more, and I didn't realize it was a problem. You were saying that. What's that number again? You said.
Well, across the nation, 1 out of 4 adults are still using gasoline to start fires. And it's probably because they learned that from their parents. Children learn from what their parents do. So there's a national campaign to stop gas fires. Gasoline and fire never mix.
Well, and talking about too, just as we're out in you talked about the grills and the fire pits. I know you guys always have some additional tips on that too. In addition to not using the gas and using the charcoal chimneys and things like that, you want people to be cognizant of where they're putting their grills and how close they are, because you get calls all the time for just silly stuff that isn't so silly once it has a problem.
Actually, you're correct. We do get called for these types of fires. So when you are grilling, let's make sure you're off the deck, onto pavement, concrete, gravel, even the grass, versus a wooden deck. Make sure you have the lid to your grill and it fits correctly. So if a fire does flare up on the grill while you're grilling some burgers, you can cover it. That'll smother the fire. Remember, if the fire can't breathe, it'll die.
Okay. Excellent. Those are really good, important things to know. And I know you guys have information all the time here on how people can stay safe, what we can do for our families. And you're always available with special events and things we can do here too. Are you still doing things like if people want the fire truck to come out to their neighborhood during a picnic in the summertime, can we still have you guys come out and give us safety tips right there in our neighborhood?
Absolutely. You can contact our office at 847-367-5511, and we can set up a block party visit.
Okay, that's a good way to get a lot of information out to a lot of people at once. So thank you very much. And now we remember, stop gas fires. That's what we're going to do.
I hope so. Thank you for having me, Lynn.
No problem. And remember, go online. They've got plenty more information for you. Thanks, Tony.
You're welcome.
Well, we're into the summer fun season here in Vernon Hills, and the lady that knows a lot about what's going on that is Lisa Fishbeck. And one of the things we like to come over and talk to you, Lisa, about is the Arbor Theater concerts. Are we still going to have some Arbor Theater concerts this summer?
We've got 4 of them this year, and we have a fantastic lineup. This year, the concerts are, well, every year, the concerts are on Thursday evenings from 7 to 9, and they're free to the public, and we invite everybody out. This year, we've got a lineup of, on Thursday, June 21st, we have Spoken For, which is an outstanding band, and you'll see them all over the concert series here in Lake County. They are a brand new group, and they're excellent. On Thursday, July 12th, we've got the New Invaders, which also is a very up-and-coming band, and which has been around the Chicagoland area for quite some time. Something new and different that we have on July 26th is the Midwest Dueling Pianos. This is a group that's an active musical comedy experience, and they take requests. And it's dueling pianos, so it's open for the family, and it's come out, have a good time, dance, make requests, and they will duel it out on the pianos. And then on Thursday, August 9th, we have the White Saddle Band, which is a little taste of country for our country fans. And it's a great lineup this year. So
and like you said, the price is right because it's free. You just show up, and it's at the Arbor Theater. There's plenty of parking in the, sometimes the Arbor Theater gets full over there. We keep that for the people who have trouble, a little harder time walking, but there's plenty of corporate partners that don't mind parking.
There's plenty of corporate parking areas over there that you can walk right up to the Arbor Theater, and it is located at 50 Fairway Drive. Just look for the flagpoles and the Arbor Theater sign, and it's an absolutely beautiful venue. If you don't come out to the Arbor Theater for one of the concerts, go on over for lunch. It's just a fabulous, beautiful area.
It is a beautiful. It's like a little quiet enclave right in the middle of everything going on. Now, if it rains, do we still go to do we move any place?
We move over to the Sullivan Center on Aspen Drive, and the Park District is very accommodating if that happens. It's usually a short notice kind of thing. We try to take it right up to the limit, you might say. But if we do move on short notice, we do have a police officer and Public Works out there to direct people over to the Sullivan Center.
Okay, so it is a fun time. It is family friendly. Kids come, they bring their picnic baskets, they dance around. A lot of fun.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Okay, and other fun things we've got coming up. 4th of July is coming up. Are you still looking for people to be in the parade? Can we sign up for that?
Oh, absolutely. Sign up on the website at www.vernonhills.org. We have, you can either download an application to mail it in, or we have the online registration now. We currently have 25 groups signed up, and which is, we need a lot more there, Vernon Hills. A lot of our high school bands haven't, or high school groups haven't signed up yet. Come on, Poms and cheerleaders, we need you out here. We have a great lineup this year. We have the Waconia High School Band is going to be coming through. We've got the Blue Saints out of Canada, and we have the Ramblers from Wisconsin, and we have Band of the Black Watch, which is hosted by the Vernon Hills Park District again this year. We have the Blues Brothers will be there, and our costume characters, and the Shriners will be there, and it's going to be another fabulous parade. 4 live marching bands. It was a excellent last year. It's going to be excellent again this year.
And let's remind everybody, it really happens on 4th of July, Wednesday, 4th of July. We don't move it to the weekend. We do it on the 4th.
It's going to be, I believe, Wednesday at 4th on the 4th of July. At 8 a.m. we'll start the bike decorating contest right there on the corner of Atrium Drive and Deer Path. Have the little ones bring out their bikes and their tricycles and their scooters or whatever they want to decorate, and we'll have the judges contest, or the judges will judge the contest, I guess, and then we will award the children. They get first and second place, get a park district pass to the pool, to the aquatic center, and then we have multiple agents or businesses in town that have donated and contributed hamburgers and cheeseburgers and ice cream cones and gift certificates to the kids, and then they'll get a light show pass. So the bike decorating contest is kind of a big deal for these little kids, and they get our volunteers go out and get all sorts of donations from people. So we try to make it as fun as possible.
Everybody's a winner on that too. And you said if there's a parent that can accompany the kid, they can be in the parade afterwards.
Absolutely. The children, if they want to participate in the parade, we have them fall into. We're going to be putting them at the front, towards the front portion of the parade this year, so they get a little antsy when they have to wait. The parents, if they want their children to participate in the parade, they need to be able to walk with them. But they're more than welcome to take part in the parade itself.
So fun. And then, of course, there's still fun for the fireworks time when we get to the evening.
In the evening, we have a new band this year called the Big Fun Band, which is hosted and sponsored by the Vernon Hills Park District. We will have the Boy Scouts out there selling their glow sticks, and I believe they're going to be selling their little freeze pops this year. The band will start at 6:30 to 9:30, and the fireworks will shoot off around 9:30, and then after that, it's the end of the evening, I guess you would call it.
So you're finally done. You've had enough fun. So, and that's all at New Century
Park over there on what is that? Lakeview Parkway. Lakeview Parkway, just north of Route 60, and we invite everybody out. It's fabulous. And the fireworks, once again this year, are done by Melrose Pyrotechnics, which have done an outstanding job over the past several years.
Yeah, we do have a great show. So let's talk about a couple quick things. Now we want to invite everybody to come to the Vernon Hills pageant. That's June 23rd
at the Sullivan Center at 1 o'clock. We have quite a few contestants, and our volunteers, again, we have volunteers that take care of this pageant, to Cassie Horvath and her daughter Hannah Black. God bless you for doing this pageant. We couldn't do it without you. Right. So come out and join the girls, and it has an excellent turnout. I'm really surprised at the number of people who showed up.
Yeah, it's a big crowd. So good luck to all the girls too. So, and the other thing that's kind of close to your heart is you run Garage Sale Central.
Oh, Garage.
You are in charge of that. So tell us.
Garage Sale Central is on our website. It's a free site where we will post your garage sale. And you can email me the information. I really just need the dates, the times, and a list of items that you sell. We do community garage sales as well. We will create a map for the community garage sales. You can contact me through the email on Garage Sale Central on the website. It's on the left-hand side, very prominent, and we advertise up to, every year we go up quite a bit. So I anticipate that we'll do 300 plus garage sales and advertised garage sales this year. We do it for Vernon Hills residents only. It is broadcast out on Thursdays with our Thursday broadcast. So if you're a garage sale hunter and really want to do it, sign up for our broadcast emails, because and it's very successful. Very successful.
Yeah, and it's free to people in Vernon Hills who are having a garage sale. There's no charge. You just do it.
There's a lot more information on Garage Sale Central. For example, if you once your sale is over and you have stuff that you want to donate, we have a large list of people who will take your donations, from the veterans to churches to all sorts of other charitable organizations that will take your leftovers, as well as tips on how to have a garage sale and what you can put your signs out. And so it's a wealth of information, and it's free to Vernon Hills residents.
I think I got to check, because I don't have the gumption for a garage sale, but I got stuff that I need to give away, so I'm going to check that out. And you always, too, you're always encouraging, because hunger never goes away, unfortunately, in our area. It's more than we would expect, and you're always taking care of people if they have food to donate, and you've got a food drive that goes on all the time.
All the time. We have, you can drop off any food donations items at the Vernon Hills Police Department, at the Public Works Department, or here at the Village Hall. If your organization wants to collect food in your offices and stuff, and you get a large quantity, give me a call, and we'll make arrangements to pick it up and get it out to the food pantries. We support the Libertyville Township and the Vernon Township food pantries, and we always have a bucket in our lobby, and we're constantly getting small donations here and there. You know, it doesn't fall just around the Christmas and holiday season. It's all year round. And we encourage people to just, you know, hey, a couple cans here, a couple cans there. It makes somebody, it may be all that someone has to eat.
Thank you for doing that. So a lot of fun things, a lot of important things, a lot of information online. And if you want to get involved, if you want to get signed up for the parade, if you want to volunteer for something, you know what, Lisa's a good person to turn to for everything. So if you've got questions, go online and check it out, but also check in with Lisa because she'll help you out. Thanks for taking the time.
We're always looking for volunteers.
Exactly. There's so much work to do, and luckily we do have a lot of great people doing it, but they could use a little help too. So thanks very much for taking the time, and we will check the website so we can keep up to date with you. Thanks. Well, we're here to talk to some good neighbors to know, which we do from time to time. We've got some of our friends from Hawthorne District 73, which, as you know, in Vernon Hills, that's where most of our kids go to K through 8 for school. And we're with a couple of the friends you've probably come to know over the years. We're with Dr. Suzuk, who's the superintendent, and Karen Sensulo, who's been a longtime principal. And we're coming to say hello and say goodbye because you guys are getting ready to retire. So we wanted to come over and say goodbye and talk to you guys a little bit about however many years it's been. So thanks for taking the time to join us. So let's start by, how many years have you guys been here? Dr. Zook?
It's hard to believe, but this is my 20th year here at Hawthorne. It seems like yesterday that I started, but Karen certainly has me beat. She's been here since a second grade student.
Oh, that's right. You came as a second grader.
Yeah, in 1962, second grade through 8th grade, Libertyville High School, and then a couple years in another school district, and 32 years here now.
Okay, 32. Yeah. So you really are a Hawthorne girl. So well, and that when you came in second grade, that was the building, the initial when we had one building.
Mm-hmm. One building, but many additions, K through 8. Yeah.
And I remember I heard a story from you once. You came and you hid in those closets. Remember those coat closets?
The coat closets that, like, as you move, all the doors move. I came in second grade, and I didn't start in the beginning of the year. I started like in October, and I just remember walking into one of the original classrooms, and they said, "Okay, can you put your coats there?" And I had to sit down, and then I had take it off, and I just had this feeling of, like, because I had moved so often, I just went, oh my goodness, and I looked at everybody, and I just will still remember sitting in that coat closet looking, going, oh my goodness, how am I going to manage and get to know everybody? So.
And the interesting thing is those coat closets have been preserved over there at the Town Line building, and I think we should probably leave as a memory to those coat closets our lovely blue blazers that we had purchased a number of years ago as part of the Hawthorne team. So those blue blazers should be to posterity saved in that closet over at Town Line.
With our little name tags
with
on
our
them.
name tag.
I tell you, it's like the Hawthorne Hall of Fame over there. So, and those coat closets were kind of scary because, like, one kid on the end pushed the one shut, they'd all go shut. That was something. But so you overcame your fear enough that you went into education. How did you come to be in education? Was it just something you always wanted to do?
I had great teachers, and ever since I was a kid, I'm probably my third grade teacher, Mrs. Crawford at Hawthorne. She was just a fantastic woman, caring and kind to everyone. I kind of wanted to be a teacher since then. Always thought I'd be a social studies teacher, but then physical education changed my life when I went into high school and got fit and felt better, and so I went into PE.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And then from there on to our schools. Yeah. Now you had a story like that too. You knew early on you wanted to
Absolutely. Mine was third grade too. Third grade teacher, Mrs. Novak, and as the oldest of 9, I made up my mind that's what I wanted to do was teach, and went on to college, and there I was.
It's interesting when you think of all the kids. You've touched so many lives, like literally thousands and thousands of kids who have now grown up themselves too, some of them, and the lives you've touched, and how many kids have sat there and go, now I'm going to be a teacher or a principal or a superintendent. Pretty cool. Now, a lot of things have changed in town and at Hawthorne and in education. I mean, besides the coat closets, which are really kind of scary,
Right.
but I mean, there's technology, there's different ways of teaching. Hawthorne itself has grown tremendously. Do you have any recollections or reminiscences just about how things have changed and what's changed for the good or just changed in general?
When I first came here to Hawthorne and was working at the junior high, we had the grade level centers, and we had probably half the number of students that we have. Not only half the number of students, the diversity was nothing like it is today. And I think over my time here at Hawthorne, that's been one of the most memorable and wonderful things about this community. Unlike the communities that were sort of sandwiched in between, the diversity here at Hawthorne has, I think, allowed us to really enrich the experiences for our students. And besides now having over 4,000 students in the district, we have over 65 different languages spoken in the home. And it's just one of the things that I think makes Hawthorne so unique and so great in this area.
Well, and Hawthorne is well respected. I heard you say at one of the parting speeches you gave that you said Hawthorne has grown to be so good. It was, and there was a lot that had to go into that.
Yeah. My recollection as a student was always caring teachers. Everybody was involved in being in the school and things. I mean, I remember the principal / superintendent at that time was a magician, and they do magic tricks and stuff when we'd have assemblies. But I mean, always a kind and caring thing, and always, new activities. But I will tell you that when I was out in District 21 when I first started teaching, and I was very proud of that school district, very progressive and things like that. When I came to Hawthorne, back earlier, I mean, there were still some great things going on, but I will tell you, this is what I said at the retirement party that we had. Things didn't change in terms of curriculum and start looking at, progressive curriculum and the way we are now. And we are certainly the leaders in this area in terms of curriculum and what we're doing with kids until Dr. Zook came, because I will remember the first time I met her, because for a while I was kind of like, oh God, I've kind of left this really progressive school district, and Hawthorne was still kind of young, and at that time, and I sat in, and it was a stipend committee meeting. And I sat, and it was my first experience, because I was just like a member of the committee, and you were the assistant principal at the junior high at that time. And at that time I knew, oh my goodness, this woman, she's sharp, she's going to move our district. And then when she moved in, did some things at the middle school, with different ways of doing curriculums and teams, and now in curriculum. I mean, I think a lot has to go to Sue for helping our district move forward and stay that way. So,
and the district has, like you said, just growth and change and diversity and progress, and it is a very well-respected district, and you guys have had so much to do with it. Now, I know there's a lot of kids watching. Actually, Channel 4 has a lot of young viewers. And, do you have any, as you get ready to leave, do you have any words of wisdom for some of the students you may have right now, or the students you may be with, about how they can follow their dream? You had a dream and you guys followed it. Any words of wisdom as you go on to your fun retirements?
I think, students may not realize what it is that they really want to do right now, but don't let anybody limit you on what you are going to do in the future. You can do anything, and I mean that, anything that you set your mind out to do. And I think here at Hawthorne, you're going to find that you have a lot of support, and you will have a lot of people that will help you to realize whatever dream you want to do. So don't hold back. Whatever it is, go for it.
And just to come right off of that same thing, that thing that I always say is believe in yourself, because everybody here believes in them, and with that, you can go anywhere. So, yeah.
That's good. That's good advice, not just for the kids, but for all of us. So, well, thank you for taking a few moments. I know we can't possibly encapsulate decades of your experience here, but we did want to come and say hello, say thank you, and best wishes as you go into your retirement. Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity.
We'll close this edition of the Vernon Hills Update with a look back at the village's 8th annual charity luncheon held on Thursday, May 17th at the Arbor Theater. Proceeds from this event help support the Walk to End Alzheimer's and the Alzheimer's Association. Thank you for tuning into the Vernon Hills Update.
I'm a one-way motorway. I'm the one that drives away and follows you back home. Oh, I'm a street light shining, white light blinding bright, burning off and on. Like these we learn to live again. Yeah, it's times like these you give and give again. It's times like these you learn to love again. It's times like these, time and time again. Rising, a brand new sky that hangs the stars upon the night. Oh, I'm a little divided. Do I stay or run away or leave it all behind? Like these you learn to live again. It's times like these you give and give again. It's times like these you learn to love again. It's times like these, time and time again. Again. It's times like these you give and give again. It's times like these you learn to love again. It's times like these, time and time again.